Hi, this is Dave Daly with TualatinCommons.com. We are here at the 2012 Pumpkin Regatta. Carl Schweitzer, our main coordinator of this event. Carl, a lot goes into this event. How's today going so far?
Couldn't be happier. No rain. They were predicting that there was going to be a torrential downpour, and we have a little sun showing even, no raindrops. Today's great, 9th annual West Coast Giant Pumpkin Regatta. Gets bigger and better every year. We have all kinds of entertainment for the family. We have pumpkin races. The Terminator Way Off is happening today, where the largest and heaviest pumpkins win cash prizes. And then the 5K Regatta run was this morning, and we had a record-setting attendance as part of that too, and of course the money raised through that event is used for scholarships for Tualatin High School students. So couldn't be happier that it was a record year for them. Lots to do. It's early in the day, so all the best stuff is yet to happen.
Fantastic. And we have some new sponsors this year. Who would you like to thank for supporting the event this year?
Oh boy, we have all kinds of great sponsors. PEMCO, of course, is a great sponsor. Comcast has been a long-time sponsor for us. It wouldn't be the same event without those partners. Northwest Natural has been a great partner for us. And then we have a number of other partners that make their contributions in their own ways, and I'm going to read that list for you.
We can't give them enough visibility because events like this happen because of these sponsors, correct?
That's right. I mean, we couldn't do it without them. We have a teeny tiny budget. The rest of it is dependent on the participation of others. So, of course, the city of Tualatin puts a lot of staff and time and energy into this, and it's one of the community's most beloved parks. So we're happy to be able to do these things here. Yeah. But the Pacific Giant Vegetable Growers, how do you have a giant pumpkin festival without giant pumpkins, right? So Pacific Giant Vegetable Growers couldn't do it without them. They do the Terminator Way Off, and then they put those pumpkins into the water and they turn them into boats for us. So great group of guys and gals. And then, of course, I mentioned Comcast and PEMCO, but then we have a whole nother list of folks who we really couldn't do it without. Community newspapers, Village Inn Restaurant, who sponsors our pumpkin pie eating contest and gives the prizes for the pumpkin pie eating contest. Northwest Natural, Alder Creek Kayak and Canoe, who provide all the life jackets and paddles. Blue Lucy Studios, Brenna White is here. She's the artist who does our posters for us. She's here today to sign posters for people who like her artwork. Tualatin Island Greens is here to do the pumpkin golfing at the north end of the lake. Premier Lift donated the use of some forklifts so that we can lift those giant pumpkins and move them around. Heiser Farms donated a whole bunch of pumpkins for the craft table. Infinity Impressions helped us with the t-shirts. Hayden's Lakefront Grill gave us some goodies. West Coast Bank, Grimm's Fuel, Lee Farms, and Willowbrook Arts Camp. So there's a lot of people to make an event happen. A lot of support. Well, and we also have our Tualatin Youth Advisory Council. These are teens in our area who volunteer, who make a difference and give back. They're handling all our concessions, correct? That's right. This is the single largest fundraiser for the Tualatin Youth Advisory Council. They use the money raised here to do some of their other programs throughout the year, but also to fund a trip for some of the members to go to the National League of Cities Congress. One of the purposes of the Tualatin Youth Advisory Council is to advise the Tualatin City Council on matters, community matters of importance to youth. And so by attending conferences like that, it really shows them the whole big, vast world of municipal government and local government, and helps them bring back ideas from around the country that they would like to implement here locally. So we really like that they're here working to raise money. The biggest fundraiser of the year. Buy a hot dog or hamburger from them. Every bratwurst bought helps them go to the Congress. And also share with us behind the scenes these unsung heroes, our city staff who've been up probably since the crack of dawn. Our police, there's a big citywide agency support for this. Who can we give acknowledgement to for those folks? Sure. Well, first it starts with the City Council. Tualatin City Council allows us to do this through the Recreation Department by providing the funding to support staff and some for the program. then we have a whole bunch of hands that make this work. It's not just me. Heidi Marks is fundamentally involved in all of aspects of the event, as is Julie Ludeman. The three of us together, we really do a lot of the planning and organization work. But those two ladies, they carry so much of the weight. They make me look good. Tom Steiger is our parks maintenance manager. He and all his crew, especially Will Alloway, do a fantastic job of getting the site prepared, getting it clean, making sure that everything works so when the public comes, we got a nice place. We have Sergeant Larry Clow and some of his officers in the Tualatin Police Department who help manage the course for the 5K Regatta Run. We have Bert Olheiser and some of his crew in the Streets Department who help with the barricades. We have a number of volunteers today too. Like to thank all of them. Can't thank them all by name because there's so many, but we have a ton of volunteers that do so much for us. I mean, really, I think you get the sense that there's a lot of people and a lot of partners that make an event like this possible.
Well, and it's also our Tualatin Chamber of Commerce is a co-manager of the Regatta Run, and these are many chamber members who are here today. So I think it's the spirit of the chamber's business and community working together, and I think we look behind you here of thousands of people. This is the spirit of that.
That's right.
With the largest event that the city of Tualatin puts on for the community, would you say this is it?
It's the single largest day event that this by far that the city puts on. Yep. And thank you for mentioning the chamber. The chamber, Linda Mohold, of course, and Kathy Holloman and Celia Perkins all did a really great job today on the 5K Regatta Run.
Well, and like I say, lastly, this gentleman right here, tons of hours, many years of putting this together, and there was no manual to put this together, Carl.
No, there's not.
You've figured it out year after year, made it better and better. We've got some cool new features this year with an aerial cam system that we'll be able to see some aerial views of the regatta. It's a neat new view to the event.
Yep.
And so we're now going to bring you some interviews of some contest winners, some pie eating contest winners, and we'll interview the winning rower as they get out this afternoon. But anyway, Carl, to all of us, also to you. You're not here enough, but thank you very much for all you do to making such a great event for kids. This is going to be a legacy that I think people come to every year, and it's just the spirit of Tualatin, I think.
Good. Well, happy to have you here too, Dave. Thanks. Appreciate you being here.
All right. Thanks again, Carl.
Thanks.